Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman podcast for Wednesday, September 8th. I'm your host, Scott Labrie, joined alongside me, as always, Uncle T-Bag, Tyler Sunt.
Hello, hello.
And all day, Eric Deshane.
What's up?
How you guys doing after the long weekend?
Good.
Good.
So
It was nice.
A lot of time on the road this weekend. Drove a lot, so we'll play it out and tired still. But yeah, it was good.
Cool.
Yeah.
We got together, me and Tyler, we did.
We did. Took Leia to the fireworks.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that was nice.
Nice.
It was really nice, and she loved it.
No, it was good. Yeah. I went
Fucked up her sleep routine real bad, though.
Oh, yeah.
The next day was a nightmare.
Oh, boy.
But
Was it the Saturday or the Sunday? What day was that?
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yeah, they started at 10 o'clock.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Really early. Well, I mean, it gets dark early now, I guess. So, yeah.
I
it's
had
not
a
too
few
bad.
other friends come over, too, and joined us, and
Nice.
it turned out to be actually a nice little get-together. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, Scott saved me, brought over a case of beer.
Oh, there
that
you go.
Sweet Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's awesome.
No,
Yeah.
I went down to High River to see my sister and her family there. It was my nephew's second birthday, so went and saw him for that and took my mom down with me, and
Very
it's
nice.
a good family visit. Yeah.
Very nice.
I always forget that High River is
It's south of Calgary.
because there's
still,
High
yeah.
Prairie and High Level, which
Yeah.
is
See,
both north.
I
North.
keep getting those guys mixed
Yeah.
up with High Prairie.
It's like, why? One of the coworkers was like, why'd you go all the way up north to High Level? I'm like, I didn't. I went to High River,
High River,
which is south.
which
What?
is
Like,
actually
oh my God.
lower.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Yeah. So it's a common problem for sure. So yeah, but yeah, no, it's a awesome little town, and I haven't been there in probably 10 years, I want to say. So haven't been there in a while. It changed since last time I saw it because we were there for a bit. But yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
There you go.
Cool.
Maybe.
Any other things happening this weekend?
Not
The
overly.
movies, no.
No, never watched any new movies or anything.
No.
Wait, I watched a good movie. Actually, I don't know if we should save that for the
Same thing. But
monthly
you guys gonna
Rebel
go
thing.
see
but
Shang-Chi? No. Shang-Chi?
yet, no.
not yet. I've heard nothing but good things about
Same,
that one.
Yeah.
Might have to go check it out. Payday
I'm
maybe
down for
or
it.
something.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I watched wrestling this weekend, and it might have been the greatest wrestling event of all time. Legit.
ECW or
AEW,
AEW?
All Elite Wrestling. They had CM Punk return for his first match in 7 years.
Yeah.
Not only that, but they had 3 new people debut, 2 of which, Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole, which are both high coveted people from WWE, left. Their contracts expired, came over. Huge surprise at the end. Crazy ass cage match, tag team cage match. Some guy put tacks on the bottom of his shoe and kicked some dude in the face.
No.
Yeah.
Scratch his face
So-
up.
You know, he's busted open pretty bad. And they were against luchador guys, so they had masks on, but you could see underneath it just red face.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's attitude era shit, man.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Legit, the whole zeitgeist or whatever coming out
Yeah.
of this, the whole crowd reaction is it's that's one of the best pay-per-views in a very, very long time, and everybody's saying it's this is a tide turning event when it comes to AEW versus WWE.
Yeah.
In 3 years down the line when AEW might be on top, people are going to be pointing at this event as where it all kind of
Where it all
Wow.
changed. The pinnacle event that changed
Yeah.
it all. Holy
Wow.
man.
It's huge.
That's
Well,
vicious.
watch it. Check it out. I would.
Pretty badass.
Oh.
I'd watch it again if you guys are down.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll see why not. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, that's my wrestling 30 seconds.
There we go.
But today we're going to do something that probably should have been done on Monday, but whatever. We're going to be going through Ask Reddit, r/Ask Reddit. And we're just going to be answering some of the questions that pop up there. And yeah.
I've heard some interesting things.
Oh yeah, very much. Yeah.
It's kind of like the Hugh game, sort of.
But
Ish.
yeah,
Some of them might be a little bit more.
less
accurate.
thought provoking, more okay, how twisted can this kind of get sometimes? Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So our first one up here is, what is easier to do if you're a woman? What is easier to do if you're a woman?
Open up with that, eh?
My first thought was getting out of a traffic ticket or something like that.
Yeah, I've
Easier
heard that.
for a
Yeah.
lady to do that.
Powers of manipulation for sure.
That's-
in
yeah.
a general sense.
Yeah. I've never seen someone been with someone with all the ticket and done that before myself, But yeah, I believe it to some extent, but I never physically seen it myself. No, so but yeah.
Prime example of what we're talking about right now. A guy from work, his daughter just got her driver's license like 4 years ago, and she's like 19 or 20, something like that. A little bit older to be getting a ticket. Went to the fireworks and hit a cop car with their passenger mirror, broke it right off. And they said, "Oh, like, you good? You've been drinking, blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "No, blah, blah, blah." And she did the whole sob thing, like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah." And just like, "Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all good." Like, if I did that, "Whoa, get out of the car, breathalyzer, fucking
Hands behind the back.
men,
Yeah.
get on the ground, stop resisting."
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
Yeah. But,
Don't tase me, bro.
what about the lights? I thought it was Christmas. That video.
Yeah, I think like anything that like maybe requires like sympathy or something
Yeah,
like that. They
Oh, they're just
like either just like out of like either like sex appeal or like if they're like a mom or something like that could also factor into it or like that sort of thing.
right,
too.
right. I feel like majority of the time people will ask the mother for stuff before they ask the dad.
That's true. Yeah.
So I don't know how that can be an advantage, something easier to do, but maybe they'll. No, I was gonna say maybe they'll listen to the mother, but no, I don't think so. I think it's usually the guy, the dad.
I don't know.
It's a tough one.
That's a tough.
But
one,
yeah,
'cause
for sure, the manipulation, the sympathy act.
Yeah, that's
It's much easier to pull off.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this one?
Okay.
Those who love horror movies, what movie do you suggest to everyone? I'm not a horror movie fan.
One movie
Yeah.
to horror movie fans
No.
or to anybody.
As a horror
anyone.
movie fan, what's the
Okay.
one movie you always recommend?
Well, it's hard to say. Like, the people want to watch something that'll actually like scare the shit out of them, or something that's going to be like entertaining and thought provoking and whatever. So it's
Yeah.
like, if we're going for horror films and something that's really going to scare the shit out of people, make them feel that sense of dread, I would say The Descent. I have to say The Descent by Neil Marshall. That one.
Is that the
like,
one with
I'd
the
watch-
cave and the
Yeah,
bats?
these
creatures?
girls. The girls go cave exploring, and then it caves in behind them. I actually thought, because I never seen the trailer for it. I was just reading online saying that it's one of the top 10 best horror films ever made, and I'm like, oh, I never even really heard of this movie before. I'm like, oh, Neil Marshall. Okay, well, sure. I've never heard of this guy before. He's like a British director. He made like one movie before that was called Dog Soldiers, and I watched it.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it was actually pretty good. Like probably one of the better werewolf movies. It's an
Yeah.
old ass movie, but and I watched that one. So
I want to say, yeah.
yeah, so I watched the Descent, and they're in this cave, and of course it's like, oh, let's go in this one because it's never been explored before, and then it caves in behind them, and I thought that was the movie. Like now they're trying to find their way out, and that already gave me the anxiety. But then they added these fucking creatures in there on top of that, and it was like, and then the last like 15 minutes is like an action flick where they're like basically fighting through these swarms of these fucking things, and it's gory. It's got everything in there. It's got a great story, like a neat twist at the end, and then like action and some comedy a little bit in the beginning, I guess, a little bit like very small, but a perfect horror film. Perfect.
I've seen it when it first came out years ago. I thought it was pretty okay at the time, but I'm gonna watch it again. So I didn't think of it too, because like, oh, whatever. It's what's his name's isn't it too? He's in lots of B movies. He's in Pitch Black, and isn't he in it?
No, you're thinking of The Cave.
Oh, I'm thinking of the
You're
Cave.
thinking of The
That's
Cave.
what I'm thinking of. Okay,
that
yeah.
show was fucking
That's what
dumb.
I'm thinking of. Yeah, that was.
That wasn't
so
dumb. I won't
I'm
say
like,
dumb.
Are you sure, man? Because the movies I'm thinking of,
It was
pretty,
subpar.
yeah. I'm like,
but
it's
no.
pretty dumb for what I remember.
I'm talking
Okay.
like The Descent.
Okay, that's
like they're
something
not
totally
really back. They're kind of like that. They're completely blind, and they're like they got like little elf ears. They look like what are those creatures in Skyrim? The Dwemer. They look kind of
yeah.
like those guys. That's kind of what they look like, and they're just like. They scuttle the walls and shit like that too, and like the makeup, and like they got like contortionists that act as these creatures. And the girls that were on set didn't even know that they were doing a scene that was going to have one of these creatures in there. It was like a surprise on the set. On the set, there was like one source of light, and then one of the characters had like an actual like old VH like DV recorder, and that's what the footage is, right? That's how they're able to look through this thing so they can see in the dark, right? And then one of the creatures is standing behind one of the chicks, and it's like, ah, and the girl turns and she screams, and they're all like, ah. They like tripping over each other, screaming because they had no idea they were gonna do this. It's a really good making of feature, and how he just recycled locations because it was like a zero budget movie. And it was so good. It just makes you appreciate it even more. The Descent, Neil Marshall, one of my favorites, one of my absolute favorite horror films. Because I was actually felt like, oh my god, these girls, man, they're not gonna make it out of there, and it's so fucked. Like the injuries they sustained too, and they're trying to figure that out while these creatures were down. Holy fuck, and they have no way out, and terrible. That's hell. That's hell right there.
I was thinking of the cave. That makes sense now. I'm like, no, it's a movie I remember is campy and corny, and
Yeah, it was terrible.
It's terrible.
Like just. Yeah, not terrible. I keep
You
saying
mean
terrible.
Holes with Shia LaBeouf?
Hey, that was okay. The book was good. That was a Robert Munch book, wasn't it?
No.
I don't think so.
Hold on, I'm getting it confused. I feel like it was like a kid's book
It was
author.
definitely a kid's book, but I think it was
It
like
was.
a kid's novel. I don't think it was like a
Hold
a
on.
Munch book though.
I thought it was arranged. Robert Munch was too coked out to write that.
Yeah.
Holes author. I'm probably way off and people are yelling at me. Louis Sachar. Well, I have him fucking close. Wow. Don't listen to this podcast if you want
Shia
book
LaBeouf.
recommendations.
I was gonna say for me, I don't know if it's technically a horror movie, but Get Out.
I would say it is.
One of
I
my-
would say it is.
Psychological
Yeah,
horror film.
I really like them because I don't really watch horror movies all much, but I really like Get Out, and I really liked John Carpenter's The Thing a lot too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because you watched that like not recently, but like a few years ago, and the effects kind of don't really hold up. But it's a good fucking movie.
The whole mystery of it and everything, yeah, it's really good.
Like how's this? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good one. I remember. Yeah, a long time I was a kid watching that one.
But again, like those ones might be considered thrillers or something. I don't know exactly.
No, that's sci-fi horror. That's considered a
Yeah,
sci-fi
I'd say-
horror film.
that'd be
And Get Out
horror,
is
yeah.
a psychological horror. It's still got anything that makes you feel extremely uneasy and like scared.
Yeah.
Thrillers are like suspense, like who did it? Oh, this is crazy. Are they gonna figure it out? Not really scary, I guess. There are gonna be some scary elements, but
Right.
Evil Dead remake was really good too.
Yeah.
But that was more of a gore fest
That
than
was.
anything.
That was meant. Yeah.
That was just
how much can we shock the audience with blood?
Yeah.
That
That
was
one-
the-
Let's try and
that
make
one
someone throw up.
almost made me
Yeah.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watching that one.
Oh.
Whereas the Evil Dead movies to me were just
Nasty.
the first one with Raimi was just fun, and
Yeah.
stupid and
And
fun.
Army of Darkness
Army of
was
Darkness
just
was glorious.
retarded but
Love it.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have one, Eric?
What about you?
I was thinking of one. I'm trying to think of the horror movies to me that really stick to me the most. One that comes to mind all the time for me growing up was Tremors. Scarred me for life.
The first one?
The first one for
Yeah.
years.
That's a
I
legit
keep
one.
on thinking about it now. I watched it again recently. I'm like, it wasn't that bad, but as a younger age, I thought that it got to me, man. It's the whole,
yeah.
the whole idea of them coming on the ground out of nowhere just got to me and spooked me out for so much.
Scoop you up and like
Yeah.
eat you like that. And then the only safe place was to be like super high up or on rocks.
On rocks, oh yeah, for a long time growing up, that scarred
Yeah.
me. But now I enjoy it for as an action, spook movie,
Campy,
kind of thing. Yeah, I don't mind it
fun
now.
movie, yeah.
But I remember growing up, that really got to me bad. Like
Same here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like when I got that guy in the store and it
Oh, yeah.
ate him and he's like blood's shooting out everywhere and it's like eating him and they're
Oh,
shooting it and shooting it and
no.
nothing's happening.
The one part where they go see the farmer and you see his head in the ground and they have to lift
Yeah.
that up. That was like, I'm done. I can't watch this no more.
Yeah.
It's freaking me the hell out.
Well, at the beginning, that guy that's up on the pole, like the power pole, and he starved to death because he didn't want to go on the ground because he just stayed up there because that thing was gonna get him, right? That was creepy. Like that whole beginning part's like, what the hell's going on? Blah blah blah.
And now watching the behind the scenes stuff, how they filmed it, like that's actually really cool. How they made the planks go up when the
Yeah.
girls running on that one part, or how they did the mannequin for all the monsters. Like that's actually really
right?
cool.
All animatronics and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Like the amount of work that they put in, like to make it look real, because you know how tough that is to make the ground look like it's like lifting as the thing's coming out. Like
Oh yeah.
if you're Michael Bay, you just spend $100 million on explosives and just make it like that. But
Yeah. I remember the one behind the scenes where they made like the one where it comes out of the ground straight. Like they made the cap out of styrofoam, but they kept breaking it over and over because it was just so awkward to control. And the guy inside was like sealed into it. So you can only breathe for so long before we had to take him out and reshoot again. So it took him like 5 tries on 5 different days. Oh man,
Yeah.
it would have been hell, but it's like so cool now. But
it
yeah.
turned out
Yeah.
back then it was freaking. You'd never seen anything like it before. It was
I
awesome.
hope that's one movie that never gets remade because it's good as it is.
As is.
As a 90 movie.
Got Kevin Bacon in there,
Yeah.
fresh off of Footloose. No, I have no idea. Actually, I don't know.
think so.
I don't think so. I think it's
No.
close to the same time, but
I think he's a few decade old maybe, yeah. But yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one movie for me growing up. It's horror, and if you're one
And Reba
who's,
McEntire.
it's a good kind of intro to the scary things, I would say, because it's not super terrifying and won't give you nightmares, but there's tense moments in there for sure.
And it sticks with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like one of those movies you think about after for a long time. Yeah, that's a good. That's a good choice.
What are we definitely not in the golden age of?
Space travel.
Yeah.
I guess.
That
Yeah.
bugs me so much.
Oh, no, I mean they're putting satellites and rockets and stuff up there, but they're not like
or I can
discovering.
where we can experience space and see
Right.
There
wasn't like there's not like a big space race going on where like who's trying to get to the moon first, right?
No,
Like when the
or-
Russians and States were like, oh, we're gonna send a guy to the moon, blah blah blah. And, golden age.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Golden age.
I was gonna take a swipe and say radio. Not the golden age radio.
We
anymore,
passed that, unfortunately, bud.
technically,
Right.
with everything being digitally delivered
Right.
now.
The golden age of good movies. Because everyone's out of ideas. They're just recycling other ideas, and
Something new comes along.
guys like
it's-
me can make a good looking movie on a nice camera, but like any idiot can make a movie now,
Yeah,
myself included.
but at the same time, you have all these like streaming services.
This is very true. Very
and
true.
now it's more easier time than ever to get your idea out there too.
Oh
right?
yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
So it's like maybe like the stuff coming to like theaters are a little bit more recycled, but like with streaming, that's where they're taking.
That's
a
where
little bit
they're
more risks.
focusing on the
Yeah.
more individual stuff for sure. Yeah.
Right,
'cause-
right. Yeah, I'd say space travel for sure. Yeah, they
that's the one
kind of.
thing that still bugs me. Yeah.
You think with like the technology that we had then compared to now is like night and day different. Like rockets that can fly up and land by themselves. Like how come we're not putting
No
stuff
reason
on
to
the
go
moon?
to space.
Sure there
to
is.
explore,
We got to retake
and
the galaxy that
find
was
things to mine and for resources so we can bring it back here. Yeah.
Moonstone, man. You
They ain't
you
fucking
need
shit
that.
on the moon
How do you know that?
because they went there like 5 times. They didn't find anything.
You
Sure.
could shit on the moon without polluting it because it would just float up.
Sure.
But the reason why they didn't go because like we had the technology to get there, but we didn't have like technology to build stuff.
Build
and,
stuff.
like,
Yeah. I know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even Mars is still like far away
Yeah.
for people to go exploring or whatever.
It's a hefty journey, yeah, for sure.
So
I know it's another few more generations, but that's one thing I always loved the idea of. But oh well.
but like same thing. Like if you mine stuff, how are you gonna get it back?
Transport ships, bud.
Yeah. Orbital
Don't have the
elevators.
technology for that.
Orbital,
Terraform.
orbital elevators all the way up to the.
How are you gonna get the transport ships there? They need fuel to get
back
there.
and forth? But
Well, how do you
it's
get
low,
fuel?
it's low orbit, back and forth. It's
Takes too much money to get whatever
fuck.
whatever the fuck is in
Bezos
Mars.
can afford to go to
Iron?
space. You
We
can
got lots
afford.
of iron.
Yeah, we got trillions of dollars
Yeah.
here just sitting around. Let's fucking put it to use, man. Let's bring some moon
Fine,
sand
share
back
my
here.
Dreams. Sure.
It would be kind of cool though. Just make it like a vacation resort on the moon. Just fly there and spend a weekend on the moon.
The Futurama.
Futurama episode.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Like
They
Moon
built a
Vegas,
theme
whatever
park.
it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Theme park. And Bender gets kicked out. It's like, fine, I'll make my own amusement park with blackjack and hookers. Nah, screw the amusement park. Just get the blackjack and hookers.
Great
Yeah.
episode.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fry goes to see like the original
No.
space exhibit or whatever, and it's just like we believe it was whalers who were going to. It's like we're whalers on the moon. We carry our
Oh
food.
my god.
Yeah.
I love that show.
But
I've
there were
seen
no whales, so we told all tales. It's like so stupid. Yeah.
I have to watch.
It's like episode 2 of the whole series, I think. It's an early one.
is
Yeah.
early.
The first season's
Yeah.
really good. I might have to watch it again.
Yeah.
Pay more attention. That's funny.
I think we kind of answered this one before, but what job / profession is overpaid?
Overpaid. Profession is overpaid. Actors.
CEOs of mega corporations?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that. Yeah.
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 Probably don't need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably don't put that much work into it.
No.
Maybe. Oh, dare I say modeling? Maybe.
Maybe.
You just gotta show up.
Yeah, I mean,
you just show
really,
up and
show
have
up,
someone
look-
put up your makeup and walk
show
from
up,
there
look-
to there.
Look pretty and, yeah, stay skinny.
And try not to trip. Like, how hard can that be? Well, they trip anyway. Bitches be tripping. Just kidding.
Hey, man, it's hard to walk in
in
9-inch heels while wearing a garbage bag.
or a freaking life jacket, inflatable life bag thing,
Trying
whatever
not
the fuck
to
they
look
are.
happy while doing it. Yeah, fair
Right.
enough. Yeah.
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 There you go. If all animals were horse-sized, which would be the most majestic to ride into battle?
Most majestic to ride into battle.
Oh.
Oh, a praying mantis, man.
Oh.
You know how sick that would be?
That would be fucking
Look at
terrifying.
me, bro. Praying mantis snapping and decapitating people.
Its head like on the swivel,
Fucking
just-
arms sawing through tanks and stuff.
Oh my god.
Put a freaking like mounted machine gun on its head too. Just tut, 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 tut. Oh my god, I can see it
Freaking
now.
nightmare fuel, man.
Right?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Praying mantis, that thing could climb shit. You can fucking haul ass, fly a little bit, glide. That'd be sweet. I think that'd be my. That's the first thing I thought of, man. Horse sized?
Yeah, something.
Ooh, yeah.
But a horse-sized praying mantis, fuck.
Well, even
Kill it with fire, man.
even an ant.
Yeah. I was like, even like a bee or something that flies. That'd be
Ooh,
kind
a
of cool.
wasp
too.
would be
A wasp
terrifying.
would be fucking great. Yeah.
Or
That'd be
even just
terrifying.
like a wolf or like a husky or something, just like an arcanine or something like that.
Oh,
that'd be
yeah.
kinda good too. Yeah.
Bite people.
Fucking.
Or like a Hercules beetle or something like
One
that.
of those,
yeah.
yeah.
Rhino.
That was going to be one of my first
That's
ones.
another going
Or a
to.
termite of some kind.
I would say a wasp. I would do a wasp or a bee for sure. That
Or even
would-
like a centipede or a millipede would look kind of cool. That'd be terrifying.
fucking Tyranids, man. I'd want to kill it all. Fuck, I'd be so scared.
Right?
If I saw
But a praying
if I had a
mantis.
horse-sized praying mantis, I would be shitting bricks, man.
Yeah.
That is my nightmare. Yeah, giant insects. Oh,
Oh, that's a cool question. That's a really cool, thought-provoking question. There's so many. If I spent the time Saturday, I could just come up with
A
like,
mosquito, just long.
oh, fuck!
good God, comes
The thing,
freaking spear ya.
the ones that fall,
and
they're-
sucks all the blood out of your body, and you just like turn into like a
you're one little, you're just no more fluids in you.
tight, wet garbage bag, just like dead.
Eesh.
Holy shit.
What is one alcohol you'll never drink again?
Hot 100.
Vodka.
I don't know if there is one that like I'll never drink again.
You've never gotten sick off of one, like just one time, and just
I mean,
screwed you up
I've
most of your
gotten
life?
sick on alcohol, but like
Just thinking
it's
about
usually
Hot
rum,
100.
and I'm like, well, that's my go-to. I'm not giving up rum.
Hot 100 makes me want to throw up just thinking about it. I got so like that. Oh, it's like drinking liquid cinnamon heart candies.
Like they're like Jägermeister and Monsters kind of close.
Ooh,
Like
those are
I'll
gross.
do Jaeger bombs like every once in a while, but like
I live off those, man.
never like before. That's like what I would do, just constant Jaeger and like Monster all the time.
Yeah.
But now it's just like got to be a special occasion to do Jaeger bomb at the bar or something. But
No,
that's about it.
I'll have vodka in like a Caesar or with orange juice or something simple every now and then. But yeah, I can't drink vodka at all and just not feel like fucking gross.
Yeah, the other one I was thinking of too, the last time I had a paralyzer, it had like curdled.
Oh,
And I've been terrified to drink one ever since then.
Yeah.
But somebody brought, no, it was Amber and Colton had brought.
yeah, they brought the paralyzed.
Big jug of it,
Yeah.
and it was so good.
Yeah.
Ugh,
But I was always wary, like just tasting it. I'm like, oh god, just waiting for that curdled
yeah.
cottage
Milk and
cheese
alcohol
lump
should
to
not be
land in the
together.
back of my throat. Projectile all over the crowd.
Yeah, no. Milk and alcohol should not be mixed together.
No, it really
That's-
shouldn't
that
be.
Shouldn't be together.
'Cause that's a serious stomach hangover the next day coming out your ass. Rancid.
Okay, this one's weird. What would you do if you saw somebody spanking their child for bad behavior?
I'd move on.
Move on with my
I'd be
day.
like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be around this situation. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop you.
Be like, hell yeah, brother.
It's like, yeah,
Stick it to the man.
Probably deserved it. Let's move along. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably being a shithead.
Go ask the Karens and be like, aren't you going to stop him? How dare he?
Just be, like, don't like being around like crying kids or like you know that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one ever does.
Or whenever like somebody like yells at their kids.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like you always get this like weird like feelings like, "Ew." Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
yeah, it's like I don't want to be around here.
Right.
Okay, what is keeping you from drugs?
Alcohol.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just
Alcohol checks all the boxes for
Yep.
me.
yeah, that and the effects that they have on me.
I always get asked that, like,
What What's
You
keeping
haven't done weed? Why don't you try weed? It's like, well,
Yeah.
everybody who describes being high is like, hey, you're just like relaxed and zoned out. It's like, yeah, I'm a pretty relaxed individual as is.
Right.
Like, I don't really need that. I want to get turned up at a party.
Yeah, like
same.
even though I've tried it, it's just like every time I do try it, and like everybody's like, "Oh, you just haven't found the right strain yet, man."
Yeah,
It's like, well, no, because every time I've tried it, it makes me feel the same way. It just makes me feel completely fucking useless, and I just sit there and I'm like I'm just, I can't function. I can't do anything.
Yep. Agreed.
Even if you have little bits of it, you just feel like
Yeah.
twitchy and whatever. I don't know. I just
You're having a good time when in reality, like you're just there doing nothing.
You're
It's
not
like,
doing
yeah,
anything.
It's not for me, man. That's no.
right.
No.
Like when we went to Edmonton to Cook County, and we just sat there.
Yeah.
So
But you just sat there. I showed
I
up
did.
later. Took you forever to finally like, wake up and like be involved because you were just zoned
Oh,
out.
I was
for so
zoned right out,
long.
and I didn't even have that much. I'm
I'm
just
like, what the fuck?
I'm like,
you
I'm sorry,
guys?
man. I'm sorry, brother, man. I'm just gonna sit here for a while
Yeah.
and just.
Good thing Sheridan
good.
was fucking still talkable because the only person I could visit with was her. Like, oh my
Right, because
god.
all of us were just sitting there like, oh, hey, what's
Shit.
up, Eric? Hey, Eric's here.
Like, I sit next to you on the couch and look over to you. You're like, hey, and your eyes were red as fuck. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was not fun. I don't enjoy it. Unless it's like right before bed and I'm having a really hard time sleeping, then yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's weird. You're cleaning your ears with a Q-tip. Out of nowhere, out of sudden. This is also grammatically really fucked up. Because he says, out of a sudden.
All out of a sudden.
Out of a sudden, you hear a click and you see an appearance in front of your eyes saying human settings. What do you do?
Human settings.
Yeah.
Click.
Alter voice projection.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would
change your voice.
I would change my voice just to see what it would sound like.
Just make it like... Oh, it'd be like one of those things where it's like
really super deep.
it has like
Hey, boys.
10 presets or whatever, and you just kind of
Yeah, just keep
press
trying
the
it.
preview button.
Yeah,
I'd look for the end user agreement, see if it was under warranty still.
yeah. Restart. Where's the restart?
Hey, this one came defective.
Yeah.
I show up there.
Human settings. Yeah. Let's
Where's
start
the
over.
leg slider?
Yeah.
The legs.
That's what I was trying to think
all the
for.
way at 0. What the fuck? This is a crock of shit.
Yeah. Foot size 0. Horseshit.
God damn it. Hey, it's just your settings. Just tweak your settings, bro.
Click hey.
That's all it is. Click.
It'd be interesting to like if there was like a skill, like
Oh, like a point system to your
point
life?
system or
yeah.
whatever.
Strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe I might like take a couple down, just like bump up my luck a little bit or something.
Right? Take the charisma down and then intelligence up quite a bit.
Yeah.
See, but you can't respec your stats though. What you got is what you got. You can always add. You can only add stats. You can't remove.
See where I'm deficient. Work on it.
Yeah. That's what I would use it
Yes.
for mostly. Yeah.
Level up.
Yeah. It's like, oh, need to read one more book. My
Yeah.
intelligence will go up
Say
one point.
one more special book.
Okay, this one's weird. Using only food. Where did you grow up? We're all around the same spot. So
Steak,
Steak and potatoes, man.
potatoes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like pierogies and like.
Yeah.
At one point, there's a lot of Ukrainians.
Oh,
Around
true.
there, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Methamphetamine.
Gulsa. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Roasts and
Yeah.
potatoes and garden vegetables and that's.
Yep. Garden vegetables for sure. Deer meat.
Ooh,
Yeah.
not really. No, I never done much of that.
And my younger years for sure. Yeah.
No. Fresh.
Prairie chicken.
Milk.
Lots of prairie chicken.
We were dairy farmers for a few years, so we had fresh milk every day for a few years, which
That's
is
good
nice.
stuff.
Which is nice, yeah.
That's good
Very,
stuff.
very rich, very thick milk, yeah. So.
Thick.
Wheat crunch. I'm just kidding. That doesn't make any. That doesn't apply to us. What is easier to do if you have children?
Ooh.
Get out of social events.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of having to come up with a dumb excuse to not go somewhere, just be like, nah, Leia's
acting up.
she's acting up. Sorry, calling her a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
many times do you play that card? No, I'm just kidding.
Rarely, but it's always in your back pocket.
I could have at my brother's place, but I was actually having a really good time, and she was just being a little shithead. And then I'm like, "Oh, you're ruining my day." It's not even about me. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, I'm not. She's like, and Carly's like, we gotta go. I'm like, we haven't even had cake yet. I'm like, I'm having cake, then we can go. And she's like fucking freaking out, like freaking out, and but yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you can get out of shit with that.
Yeah.
Going on the toy aisle, not look weird.
True. That's fun. Yeah.
More birthday parties.
Is that a good thing though?
Cake.
Yes.
Cake,
I want
man.
fucking
Cake.
cake.
I just show up for the food and cake.
Hey, you could just go to the store and buy a birthday cake if you
I could.
That's true.
It doesn't
Yeah.
even
I
have to be
could.
your birthday.
Yeah.
You could. All the presents that they get, you get to keep some of them if she's young enough.
Halloween.
Halloween,
Yeah.
yeah, there's an excuse to go trick or treating.
You didn't get all of the bad candy.
She may have no idea what's happening,
like
but it's like
parade.
fill the bag.
Yep.
Fill the bag.
Parade candy too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh, we still have from the last parade and the last Halloween and this previous parade. We have like candy galore still.
There you go.
So Slay's 2 now, right?
Yep. She's turning 3 in March.
So are you gonna go trick or treating this year?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Did
absolutely.
you go last year?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Oh.
She was a purple dinosaur. I was Deadpool, and what the fuck was Carly?
I think because I remember on the radio I asked you that question. When would you take Leia trick or treating? And you're like, all these parents bringing their little kids, they ain't gonna
No,
remember
babies.
shit.
Bringing their babies. Leia was walking around, and she still had her bag and stuff, but
Yeah.
Okay.
she still didn't really.
Yeah. Know what the fuck's going on?
Whatever. Whatever. I did have a little rant there. I did. Why are you bringing a newborn baby to something,
Show it off. That's all I'm doing for it.
right?
Look at what I made.
Look what I made, and I put a stupid outfit on it.
That's exactly it.
You know, people at like home should just have like, I don't know, like just something for like toddlers. Just like, oh, here's a little bit of formula or something like that. The parents be like, nah, give me the candy, god damn it.
Right? Oh, that'd be sick. It's like, oh, what size diapers do they wear? Here's a box. Oh my god.
Oh.
Here's a couple diapers. Oh, that'll get me through a day. There you go. Perfect.
What's your biggest secret? I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No thanks.
This is weird. What did Wile E. Coyote do for a living that allowed him to afford all that gear from Acme and have the time to build those contraptions?
Special forces. Dog.
Probably like a
Training
stockbroker or
thing.
something.
I was thinking more like something like OnlyFans or something like that, because they're the only ones that can afford shit nowadays.
Showing off his red rocket.
His red rocket, yeah. Yeah.
This is weird because you said OnlyFans and there's OnlyFans ads.
They are OnlyFans ads on Reddit all the time.
Nice. I wonder if they're
Trying to
gonna change
promote anything but porn nowadays.
What would be the freakiest thing to find at the bottom of the Marianas Trench? Probably like Cthulhu or something.
Oh, that would definitely be up there, yeah.
Ooh, that'd be creepy.
That's almost par for the course, though. If you're expecting to see something scary down there that deep.
A portal that leads to another dimension or hell.
Oh, hey, Pacific Rim.
Alien ship or some bullshit.
Something. Yeah. Something like that. Or Noah's Ark. Mind blown.
Atlantis. Yeah.
Atlantis, yeah, that'd be cool.
Just like a house. Some dude
Some
down
dude
there.
is waving there. Hey, what's up? Like, hey, living there. Oh, yes, I am.
Just living in like this massive air bubble
Yeah.
with some plants and shit.
He's just like, show up. He's like, where did you come from?
Above.
He's like, how long have you been down here?
You see him speaking, like, he's just like, what's up? Just doing my thing.
What the hell's going on down here? Just some pasty white creature just like, get away. Swatting at you like the drones.
The people from the sky have arrived.
Yeah.
This one says people who've been banned from somewhere for life. What happened? Have you ever been banned from somewhere?
Banned from somewhere. I got banned for 24 hours from the West Edmonton Mall.
What'd you do?
What did I do?
You jump in the water?
Nope.
You pee in a fountain?
Nope. I was
Shit in the
at
fountain?
I was at Whiskey Jack's, the bar that was on right where Bourbon Street is.
Yeah.
And I was in there, got really, really, really drunk, And we went outside and we were waiting to get to a taxi cab, but it was just packed. It was like one of the first or second weekends that the bar was open, and it was just packed full of people. My brothers were there and stuff. And they were still fixing like the signs on the outside too. So there's like this massive wooden ladder up against the wall. And one of the guys was hanging out with Brent. He's like, "Hey, Skinny, you should climb up this ladder, see how high you can get." I'm like, "Fuck it." So I'm like pushing through the crowd of people. It's just thick with people. I'm crawling to the top. And as I'm going up there, it's like, "Hey, get down from there." I'm like, "Oh, don't scare me. Don't scare me." I was doing like the Herbert the Pervert voice. And then I just like unzip my pants and pull my pants down to my ankles. And then they're like, "Tyler, get down." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm coming. I can't go too fast. I might trip." And I'm like this. And then I got to the bottom and there was cops waiting for me at the bottom.
I was going to say, how did you not get arrested for that?
Right? They were like, "Who's taking care of him? Who's taking care of him?" We were, I'll say, "That's fine. He's just had a little bit too much to drink. We're going straight home, I promise, blah, blah, blah." He's like, "You're banned from the West at the Mall for 24 hours, blah, blah." And there was this poor lady standing there. Like, the recruit, I'm like, "I'm sorry you had to see that, miss." I bent over and I'm like staring at her as I'm pulling my pants back up. It was the greasiest thing I think I've ever done, man. It was terrible. I think people were like throwing stuff up at me and stuff. And it was, it was a fucking disaster. I don't know what my obsession was for getting naked all the time.
Yeah.
I've gotten better though. I'm on the road to
done
recovery.
therapy?
Huh?
You ever done therapy?
Therapy? No, can't say I have. Can't say I have.
Be curious to see what they unravel in there.
Oh God. I just want someone to tell me I'm sexy and mean it. There, I did it myself.
There,
Can I have $120 now, please? Thank you.
Okay. Oh, we're going along, but okay, one more here.
Okay.
How did you first come across porn?
Oh, that's a good one.
How did I first come across porn?
I know mine.
It wasn't really porn, but
Yeah, my first kind of like tiptoeing into it was a channel called, oh God, what was it? Was it Sex TV, the channel back on Satellite Dish or something like that?
something like that.
Yeah, it was like this. We just got Satellite Dish and got most of the channels, and yeah, one of them was like adult themed. Like it was very much like all censored, softcore, nothing bad, but
Yeah,
it was
softcore
just
porn.
enough to get the juvenile brain kind of into it. And yeah, it was
Sometimes softcore is better than hardcore,
What was
man.
it called though? It wasn't called. Remember on the Satellite Dish, it was right above the action movie channel, and like
City TV.
no,
Because I had like Red Shoe Diaries and all that shit on
I
there.
had that too, but that's during the night. But it's like this was all,
Showtime. Or Showcase.
It was a showcase channel.
Showcase had shit like
It
that
was a
too.
showcase channel, but it was like adult only thing. It was there was showcase action, showcase independent, and then there's this adult one too.
But
But yeah,
City TV did have softcore porn on Friday nights.
They did, yeah. Late night.
Red
Yeah,
Shoe Diaries and some other shows. They
yeah
were,
David Duchovny.
Yeah, was he one of them?
He was the guy at the very beginning reading
oh,
the
yeah,
diaries.
it was.
And
Yeah.
then you'd watch like the sex thing. Okay, come on, skip the talking and meeting stuff like that. I want to see this chick bang this guy on this horse, whatever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's weird shit happening. It's a highlight of our field trips for basketball. Wait for everybody to fall asleep and switch the channel.
Yeah. Or a couple like sleepovers with friends. We turn that on.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, they're playing piano, but they're gonna fuck on the piano next. Oh, look, they're fucking
guaranteed.
on the piano.
Guaranteed. Oh, he's giving her a back rub, or she's giving him a
Yeah.
back rub, and he's gonna be rubbing it down on that piano.
Yeah,
I guarantee it. And then one was about horses, how they loved horses, and then sure enough, they're on top of like this poor fucking horse, man. I'm like, that doesn't even look comfortable, like at all. But I'm turned on. 13-year-old. No, when did I first come across porn? I was very young.
I was gonna say,
Hopefully no family members are listening, but it was at my grandparents' house because my grandpa collected Playboy magazines from like the 50s and 60s. He had all of them, like so many magazines, and me and my brothers had found them, and
nice.
we would frequent those once in a while. We would all be down there reading through them, flipping pages. All the bush.
nice.
Yeah.
First time I ever came across porn was with my friends, and we were hanging out in the woods, and all of a sudden we stumbled across some ripped out pages of. It wasn't Playboy because it was like chicks like putting dildos into each other and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's like Hustler magazines and
Must
stuff,
have been.
probably.
And
Yeah.
we're like,
Yeah.
whoa, look at this. We're like passing them all around. And, it's like,
Yeah.
and we're like, what is that? It's like, I think there's something like lipstick up each other's pussies or something. We didn't know what the fucking
Didn't know what we
dildo
were
was.
looking at. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just kind of the same thing too. Like the first time we saw like the hardcore stuff like stuff inside other stuff. We were at a ball tournament and same thing, like in those little gazebos that have like the picnic tables and stuff and the wood stoves, like at the campsites. We saw like pages of them and we were collecting them. And I remember my parents gave us shit like, "Where'd you find those? Get those out of here." We're just like, "Look who they're." And she was just like, "Oh my God." That was terrible. Nowadays, kids just have to type in P in the search bar and boom. Sex ed.
Trillions of terabytes of porn around your fingertips.
Yep. Might even be someone you know nowadays.
Sad but true.
That's the life we live in.
It's like
The golden age of porn.
like it's like so easy to find porn. Like you accidentally do it. Like I remember trying to find like a video or something on the internet. I just Googled something, and I just wasn't thinking of what I typed. I forget what I typed in, but it was like boop, and it was like X videos, Pornhub, and I'm like, well, like, I was at work when I typed it in too.
Well, while I'm here,
like,
I may as well see what this is.
I was like, yeah, I probably should have known better not to type that in.
Right? Yeah, that's like literally anything. If you're not careful on your wording when you're searching something,
Oh yeah. Nothing sacred nowadays.
nothing.
Oh,
Is safe.
that's what I typed in because I was like, I said fucking nerd or whatever, and I'm like, oh, what's that from? So I just typed in like fucking NEERD or whatever, and then yeah, just like so you're like something fucking nerd, something blah blah.
Fucking
nerd. I'm just like,
nerds.
oh,
Yeah, fucking nerds.
like, I shouldn't know.
Will it not be Revenge of the Nerds?
I have no idea.
Fucking nerd. Oh, what is that from? That's like Varsity Blues or something.
Maybe. Yeah, it sounds
Something
like
from
definitely-
that.
Definitely a college movie.
Yeah.
I've heard it too. As before. Yeah.
Sounds like something like that.
Yeah.
I don't even think I've seen any either of those movies. So I might just heard.
Really?
Oh,
Revenge
really?
of the Nerds? Oh, classic.
Varsity Blues. You never seen that?
Nope.
Oh, you probably like that one quite a bit.
That's like a football movie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. But,
that's quite good.
All right,
there you go.
that's gonna do it.
That was fun.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Like and subscribe. That would really help us out. And if you're listening on a podcast service, give us a positive rating and subscribe to the feed. Then head over to our Facebook page, like the page, and ask us a question by submitting a message to us for Ask Us Anything Monday, which we do once a month. And yeah, we'll be back here for Friday with some sort of episode. We haven't decided yet. So yeah. Toodaloo. We'll see you later.
See ya.
See ya.